I've always have been a very passionate person, but violin making struck a chord in my heart. I grew up with it. When I ended up with a carving knife in my hand and some tools and some wood, I just couldn't stop. I loved it. It was so deeply ingrained. And then when the instrument was finished, hearing great players play the instruments and making sound and music, it was the icing on the cake. Violin makers go by their name, so my violin's the carrier label Hermann Janzen. I grew up in Brazil, and my father was a luthier as well. That's what he did all of his life. So at the age of 9, I started my first violin. I finished it by the time I was 11, and by the time I was 14, I'd built 3 violins and 1 cello. As a luthier, there are a number of important things that you have to observe to build a good instrument. Form, proportions, materials, everything plays a role. But I have been quite fortunate in finding a big log of Sitka spruce in the mountains here in British Columbia. And I built some of the best sounding instruments from that log. Violin making was actually something that I got back into by default. At the age of 35, I had a severe electrical accident. I burnt both of my hands to a crisp. That put an end to my construction career. When we finally decided that we were going to embark on this new profession, we looked for a quiet place in Mission. And this is one of the most quietest places next to the monastery. We have a lot of lakes to the north of us in the mountains, and there's always a nice current of clean air. I'm just a recent member of the Mission Arts Council. I saw what they were doing in the summer, very engaged at Heritage Park and other venues, and they're very proactive. There are a lot of artists in Mission. It's kind of a secret, a hidden secret. Not too many people know about it. And why not be a part and join forces?